Rahul Verma, that one state not discussed by both, which many now believe is the state that will hold the key, is Uttar Pradesh. We are getting reports from the ground that the BJP could go down severely. Other reports suggest the BJP will hold on to its own. They won 62 out of 80. But if there's one state where we are getting conflicting reports from very senior, seasoned observers of UP, it is that the BJP could even go down to as low as 50, 45. Do you believe that, or do you believe the BJP will hold its own in UP and therefore be closer to 300, not 400, but 300, the most likely?
So yes, it is possible, and that's why the reason you are hearing conflicting reports from UP, because people do not know where BSP, leftover BSP vote is going to go. If it goes in a large way towards Samajwadi Party, the elections will become more competitive and closer. Who will win? I don't know, because BJP enjoys a large margin even in state of Uttar Pradesh. So even if there is a 4 to 5% swing from BSP towards the Samajwadi Party side, you still don't know whether the seats would flip. But yes, the contest has become much keener and tighter. So UP, but if you are going to see a 10-seat swing against BJP in UP, then BJP is going to be in deep trouble. If BJP holds on to its position or improves, then
what
BJP
do you mean by deep trouble? What is the
59.
worst case scenario? When you say deep trouble, Rahul, what do you see the worst case? BJP could go below 250, you're saying?
See, I think first there is a consensus that BJP is going to be the single largest party no matter what. And we also know that Congress is likely to improve its position. But even when Congress improves its overall position, even in a worst case scenario, BJP is going to be 3 times large as Congress, or it could also go more than that, right? So the worst case scenario, what we have been hearing for BJP is 240, 250, and we just heard a best case scenario for Congress is 120. And the best case scenario for BJP goes up to 325 or something like that. So largely, the election is not whether BJP is, largely the election is about whether BJP is going to retain its 300 number around that point, or is going to come down to 272 or below. Given how the election has stacked, yes, during the course, it seemed much more competitive. BJP has been certain times back foot on the narrative game. But overall, the math still favors in BJP's favor to cross the majority mark.
Rajat Sethi, till a month ago, no one would have imagined a scenario where the BJP could go below 272. Now at least it's being spoken about. Is there a sense that in the last stages of the campaign, the BJP has lost momentum? Or do you believe, quite to the contrary, the opposition has lost steam?
So this is where I draw similarities between cricket and politics. Any kind of predictions, and you will find yourself in a situation which is very embarrassing. The same goes with cricket. I mean, a couple of overs here and there and things can change. What has happened in this election is that opposition did get certain chances, certain moments where it tried its best to sort of capitalize it. Is it enough? My answer is no. I mean, I was expecting, for instance, if Rahul Gandhi would have certainly gone ahead and fought Amethi, he would have given a tough contest to Smriti Irani there and boosted the morale and the sentiment in UP much more. If Arvind Kejriwal could have come out of jail and unleashed a campaign which could have drawn into the emotional appeal which was initially getting some green shoots once he was arrested. He did not do that. He fell into a trap on his own. Then the mutual contradictions which the India Alliance wasn't able to come over with. In your interview with Arvind Kejriwal, surprisingly, Arvind Kejriwal could not name what this relationship with Congress was. He was like, no, this is neither an engagement nor a marriage. It is at best an illicit relationship. So these contradictions, etc., did not allow the opposition to capitalize upon certain areas where BJP suddenly saw on a weak wicket. Right. And I think this is where it is going to cost the opposition. For example, Maharashtra, you hail from there. Let me tell you, even in Maharashtra, the Mahavikas Aghadi was looking fairly comfortable to, at least on a Maharashtra state level, cross the NDA alliance in terms of seats. But they also missed out on several, opportunities on the ground, right from Vidarbha region all the way till Konkan belt. Across seats, I'm seeing that NDA was able to pull back and come up with a strong sort of narrative on the ground, do those micromanagements that were needed in order to safeguard those
So
seats.
you're saying 280 to 300? Those are your numbers?
So I was going to say that BJP might be at best 15 to 20 seats short of its 2019 number. That's where I am guessing, largely because, Haryana and some pockets in Rajasthan, they're losing seats. Maharashtra, they will lose certain 4 or 5 number of seats, not much. UP will largely remain status quo. You point out to your audience, Akhilesh Yadav did a fairly decent job in terms of
Okay,
the social
lost touch
engineering
with
that he
Rajat.
brought.
We'll go back
to Muslim candidates the way.
Right. There's a break in your audio, Rajat. I'll come back to you in a moment. But I want to play what the Prime Minister's sort of sharpened attack after round one was, and how Rahul Gandhi tried to change his style of narrative midway through the campaign. Listening to two quotes from each of them, from their speeches, that in a way typified how this campaign changed its narrative.
कि अगर कांग्रेस की सरकार बनेगी तो हर एक की प्रॉपर्टी का सर्वे किया जाएगा। हमारी बहनों के पास सोना कितना है उसकी जांच की जाएगी, उसका हिसाब लगाया जाएगा। हमारे आदिवासी परिवारों में चांदी होती है, सिल्वर कितना है उसका हिसाब लगाया जाएगा। सरकारी मुलाजिमों के पास कितना जगह है, क्या है, पैसे कहाँ है, नौकरी कहाँ है, उसकी जांच की जाएगी। इतना ही नहीं, आगे क्या कहा है, ये जो गोल्ड है बहनों का और जो संपत्ति है, ये सबको समान रूप से वितरित कर दी जाएगी। मेरी माताओं बहनों की जिंदगी में सोना वो सिर्फ शो करने के लिए नहीं होता है, उसके स्वाभिमान से जुड़ा हुआ है। उसका मंगलसूत्र वो एक सोने का कीमत का मुद्दा नहीं है, उसके जीवन के सपनों से जुड़ा हुआ है। तुम उसे छीनने की बात कर रहे हो अपने मैनिफेस्टो में।
अगर आप गरीबी रेखा के नीचे हो, आपके बैंक अकाउंट में हर साल 1 लाख रुपया, 8,500 रुपया महीने का खटाखट 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 आता रहेगा। और एक झटके से हिंदुस्तान से हम गरीबी को मिटा देंगे।